Hey there, what's up? I am Brano. And Dragon Ball GT had the potential to be as good, or honestly even better than the Z. There were many good things there, and many of the mistakes it has, if they hadn't got it right, it would be a masterpiece. But unfortunately, they slipped their mind in many things. Just off the top of my head, I'm sure that you've already thought about how much better the anime would be had they got the things just right. So come with me and I'll show you all the points that Dragon Ball GT they just threw straight into the garbage truck without any hesitation. Check it out. Pan not going Super Saiyan. Okay, now, how did these guys let this opportunity pass? Pan was Gohan's daughter with Videl, was Mr. Satan's daughter. The taste for fighting was in her blood, you know, because she's a Saiyan. So she had a lot of potential to be a great warrior and much tougher than she ended up being, actually. Not to mention that her becoming a Super Saiyan would have been key for her to have a more important role and not just be a born child that's always in danger. And she also would have been the first female Super Saiyan to appear in history. Before Khalifa, and even then, they only paid attention to Goku and whoever else. Underdeveloped Super Saiyan 4 and Golden Ozaru. You may even think, okay, that Super Saiyan 4 was well developed, since he appeared a lot in the anime and had the mega phenomenal, presentation scene. But that is very misleading, okay, because he had no development. Guys, the other transformation always had an escalation to reach perfection. Who doesn't remember Goku and Gohan staying in Super Saiyan all day to get used to it, Or with Super Saiyan 3 that consumed a lot of energy, but as for 4, they had it perfect on the first try, on the first time. You didn't have to get used to the new power, and also Golden Ozaru barely had any screen time. It appeared very little. They didn't even scratch the surface of their development, honestly. Certainly, they could have gone way deeper. Oob. After the end of Z, Oob went to train with Goku, and that made everyone imagine that he would be like a key player in the history of GT. But everyone made a mistake, and honestly, how wrong were we? Now think about it, Oob had a microscopic importance only in the beginning of the story, because after the power of Super Saiyan 4 stabilized, Oob became more than a secondary character. He stayed there on Yamcha's scale of importance. Guys, think about it. The guy was the reincarnation of Majin Buu. He had plenty of potential, but as GT was only about Goku, Oob was just left in a limbo along with all the other characters. Android 17. At least that bug was fixed in Super. Guys, Super 17 was a really cool part of GT. There was already more action, and the most boring parts were over. But then they could have found another way to defeat Super 17. Was it cool with Goku piercing his stomach with Dragon Fist? It was, okay? But it would have been cool for a way for Android 17 to still be alive, for him to show us how tough he is, as he did in the Tournament of Power in Dragon Ball Super. The guy mowed down everyone like it was in his front yard, showing that he was actually a great addition to the Z Warriors. Maybe this highlight he had in Super is them showing regret, for having just discarded him as an old rag in GT. I'm sure of it. Piccolo being left behind. One of the few non-Saiyan characters that mattered, but in GT he was just another one left out and was left in a magnificent little place. Think about it, Piccolo was dropped in hell. Well, it was a sacrifice on his part, and to help Goku escape and avoid an infernal jailbreak, was one hell of a sacrifice. But then they didn't go back there to save the green guy, did they? Guys, it ended up seeming like the easiest way to get rid of him so they can save screen time for Goku. It doesn't look good, right? This is definitely one of the reasons that so many people hate on GT. I'm sure that a few Namekian fans were pissed off because of this and just dropped completely the anime. Trunks nerfed. Okay, now this was messed up. How can the grown-up Trunks be as weak as he was? For me, this was honestly unacceptable. Guys, in the Cell Saga when he appeared, our boy was like a darn unit, He may be older than GT's, but even so, Trunks was supposed to be one of the most powerful and ended up not being even in the top 5. Without saying that there's another mistake involving Trunks and another character, which was more than a joke, bordered on stupidity. But calm down, he's already here in the list. Goten. Another one that was literally just thrown away. Goten managed to be more disposable than all the other characters. He was discarded hard. The kid didn't do anything in the whole anime. His highest point was when he was possessed by Baby and fought Goku. Bro got turned into a simple mega exaggerated comic relief, which got too annoying, and I'm glad it got scrapped quickly. If not, it could have been worse because it was pretty mocked. Calm down, he will also appear in another incredible mistake in the anime script. Gotenks not showing up. I said that Trunks and Goten would appear again in another mistake, and a very serious one. What was the motive, reason, or circumstance for Gotenks not to appear? There was no explanation because literally there is not one. The two brats were there, okay? They could have made the fusion, and imagine the two now grown, fused, and in Super Saiyan 3. Such a beast would have been ugly for the opponents. But that did not happen. It's almost like the fusion of the two never existed. Maybe they forgot, but when Goku and Vegeta fused, they didn't remember what it was like, right? That's a cock and bull story if you ask me. This was one of the biggest wastes of GT. Well, hopefully they'll bring back Gotenks in the future. Team. Now the most glaring mistake, and that comes right at the beginning, you didn't realize this mistake at the time, but if the team that went after the Dragon Balls to bring Goku to normal form was supposed to be him, Trunks, Gohan, and Goten, imagine how much more epic it would be if it was this team and not the one that ended up going. They wanted to just pass on, you know, that classic Dragon Ball vibe with adventures and last beatings. But then, there were all characters far below Goku's power, especially the Saiyans, and they had to push a lot to balance things. See, that was a mistake that when you realize it, it makes you angry. You can't throw away a chance to just create arcs with these guys together. Imagine a fight with all of them. It would have been a historic moment, but they just threw that chance right in the trash can. Well, now I gotta calm down and ask for you to, if you like the video, please hit the like button because it helps me so much. The algorithm will share this video with other people, and I know you want to see more people watching this video, right? Because you love me, right? And click on this ball because you will subscribe to the channel, and it's free. It's free. Just now it's free. So subscribe it. I know you want this promotion. Click on it, quick, just boom, boom, 2 clicks. Click on the ball. The screen is a little square will appear. Would you like to subscribe? Click on subscribe, and that's it. You will help me so much. Please, just for the extra bonus, click on the little bell below because you'll get notified when my next video comes out. I'll see you then. Peace.